And close that out. Come on over here to the Zoom. And we are going to go over here. Hey, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? All right. So it is recording to YouTube. Hello, everybody. Just a quick recap. We are going to do Travel Joy and Cruising Part 3, where we're going to focus on how to add options to your cruise that we've been working on for the last couple of weeks. And these additional options that we are going to share, you are getting those from like shore excursions, which is an activity that you can do in which coincides with your cruises. You can use Viator, and you can also use Project Expedition. So if you're not signed up for shore excursions, but you are signed up for one of them, that's fine. You know, it works just as effectively. I have all of them. And so we can just navigate to show how you can use those, whichever one platform that you want to use to it. So again, if you don't have Viator, I'll drop that link in the chat so you can log in. There's a special code for IntelliTravel. It is self-registration, which means you register and you're immediately in Viator, okay? You don't have to work on IntelliTravel to give you approval. Same thing for shore excursions. It's self-registration, so you can register immediately. Project Expedition, self-registration. You can register immediately. The only one you need is a code for IntelliTravel, and I'll drop that link, and we're going to go and navigate how you can actually get the link for yourself in our back office in IntelliTravel so that you will know where to go for your preferred suppliers and how to register. Just in case, not to insult nobody intelligence, and no, I am not teaching on travel. We're just going to be playing with shore excursions, which is playing with Travel Joy, so that's why they connected. Janae doesn't do travel. All right. That's Marquita's lane. Marquita. Oh, speaking of ambassador in training, right?
Yes,
Yes, almost there, right?
almost.
Woo! We're gonna have our next ambassador for IntelliTravel, Jesus Travel. Yay! All right, so here I'm gonna share my screen. I'm going to bring up, this is my shore excursions, but first I want to make sure, are you in your IntelliTravel? Can y'all see my IntelliTravel screen? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay. So if you are in IntelliTravel, you probably on your dashboard. What you want to go to is preferred partners, which is under your book travel tab. Just click on preferred. Ugh. Hey, what I do that? Click on preferred partners right there. And it's going to pop up and look like this screen that I got up already. If you haven't downloaded the PDF, you can download the PDF. The PDF is going to look like so. Boop, boop, boop. It's really simple. You can hit Command F or Control Find, whatever it is for your computer, and type in Shore Excursions Group, and it'll automatically bring you to 67 or the highlighted version of Shore Excursions Group. It's not that many, so you don't have to go. Or you can just go to page 67 like I have right here, and you can see it for yourself, right? When you go to these different travel advisors in preferred partner, they always have in the bottom right hand side how you can register with them. So here it says that you can do self-registration. So that tells you do not have to wait on IntelliTravel. You can go in on your very own and you can actually register. And so I'm going to go to what that looks like. Make sure you copy this. What is this? This link, I'll put it in the chat right there. Y'all see, I just copied it. Put in the chat right there. Boop. And this is Shore Excursions. Shore Excursion Group. Okay, Shore Excursion Group. Advisor portal. Okay, so I'm dropping that link in the chat for you so you can have it. Shore Excursion Group Advisor portal. You do self-registration and it's going to, oh, let me do this. It's going to look like this. Become a Shore Excursions Group travel agent partner. Click on it. Maximize your commission with Shore Excursions Group. Put your name, your last name, your travel agent email address, your phone number. Now, okay, so all of this is yours. Your name, your last name, your agent, travel agent address, your phone number. Now, your travel agency is also your name. And notice it has a red dot, by it. So if you have a travel agency name, you can put that there. If your website can be your IntelliTravel website, you can put that there. But just make sure it's not a www. Normally it's like your first name and last name unless you put a business name. And then you put your CLIA and your IATA number. Then your host agency, you just go down to the drop-down box menu and you're going to find IntelliTravel. On the consortium, you're going to drop down and you're going to hit Travel Leaders Network. And you're then going to, if you want to do your own branding, you got your own logo, you can upload your logo here and hit submit. And then you wait for their email. It's been a minute since I've done it. So I believe it's not that long for you to get it back. Has anybody recently registered for Shore Excursions? Okay, so we got some oldies but goodies. And the new, you got,
Wow.
it's been a while, right? So anyone that's new, anyone have, let's see, well, how do I want to word this? Anyone new to Shore Excursions? Raise your hands or speak. Come
I
on.
am, Trina.
Okay, good. So Miss Trina, when you go through it, you let me know how long it took you to get access.
Okay, will do.
Tell that time frame. All right, so here we go. That is how you, I'm sorry. That is how you sign up for Shore Excursions. So now let's go ahead and let's go to Travel Joy. And let's get ready to open it up. And like I said, if you got Viator, you can go to Viator too as well. You can type in Viator Travel Agent Portal, or you can go straight here to Viator. I'm not sure if Viator is in the preferred partners or not, but here's another way that you can do it. So when you click on it, you go to Viator. You can click on, I don't like the, let's say, get started, now earn commissions, boom, boom, boom. All right, so you're gonna come here, and here's it. It's gonna say, join my agency Viator account or set up my agency Viator account. You're going to join my agency's Viator account. IntelliTravel already has a Viator account. So you're going to use that so it can be connected to your commissions, right? So you just go in and hit sign up right here. I'm gonna drop you put your email in, and I'm going to drop the code. It's gonna ask you for your email if to create an account, and then it's gonna ask you for your name, your host agency, the same information that's similar to Shore Excursions, and you're going to put in the code. It's gonna ask you for a code once it comes up, and the code is this. It's gonna ask for IntelliTravel code, I do believe, if I remember correctly. And the code that you're going to need, I'm going to drop in the chat along with the link, so that can help you too. All right, where is the chat? Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is Viator. And then I mentioned Project Expedition, which is similar to Viator, and also Shore Excursions. You probably like, Janae, what's the difference? Well, what I've seen the difference is in those, using all three of them. Sometimes one may have, we might be looking for something that one may not have, but the other one may have it. So it's just like any other supplier, booking supplier that we use. Vacation Express may have this, but ALG may not have it, So I'm going to drop Project Expedition in there for you as well. And you can also register with them because, again, like I said earlier, it is self-registration. So you guys now are going to be hooked up to connect on your own. That is your assignment. You can be doing that while we're going through the Travel Joy so that you can be ready to add your additional options and excursions for your Travel Joy cruise. Okay. All right, here we go. open your TJ. Y'all should already know to have TJ up. I didn't say it, but you should already know because that's what we're doing. Travel Joy, right? And last week we was working on a cruise for one of the business partners that I was impersonating. So I'm going to impersonate her again so we can continue where we at. It was her Deltaversary. So I got some more information from her. So we first, just to recap, we first created the itinerary by using Miss Lori Gillian right here. We went with Lori Gillian. We created an itinerary underneath here. You can always find all your whatever files you created under your itinerary, right? I mean, under files. So if you're looking for your proposals, your itineraries, whatever, your booking links, they're going to be under files. Okay. So here, this is what it looks like from what we did updated to. She put in her information. It's a Deltaversary, so they're celebrating 5 years of sisterhood. This is where they're going on the ship. We picked the Mariner. As y'all knew from a couple of weeks ago, we used the AI in Travel Joy, which created it in less than 1 minute, 60 seconds. All we needed was the information for the ship, Mariner Seas, and it did everything else. We then went in to distinguish between the different accommodations, and they automatically put the dining. Now, you guys, I told you she had kids in here first, but because this is for adults only, she took the children portion out. So you won't see kids on here. So remember, you can make that itinerary that the AI creates your own by adding to and taking away. It's not that hard. Then it has all the actual itinerary to go through. So that's what we did week 1. Week 2, we then used this same itinerary, and we went and added payment to the very end, as a section. And then we created a booking link where they can click on the booking link. The booking link takes them directly to their available packages, what they want. And we talked about how you can make them however you want. You can include transfers, travel insurance with it. And now if you want to include excursions in your packages, you can. If you wanted some to already come, like say you guys wanted your group to go on one excursion together, so y'all can get that 5 group picture where y'all all got on the same bathing suits, same colors or whatever. So say you wanted to do that, then what you want to do is you want to include that excursion in your package. So it can say includes 1 excursion, transfers, travel insurance, right? So that's where you got all people that's going to the same. But if you just want to make it to where everybody can have their choices after that, or you just don't want to do that at all, then you can just come down here and we're going to now talk about putting in some options, because all we did was put in the packages. That's it. And we talked about how big it is. We put occupancy on there. We even put a picture of each of the cabins so they can actually see it for themselves. And then we just put it center left side so y'all can see. Y'all can make it pretty later. We can just get the information now. That's what the name of the game is. All right. So everybody should be caught up on the quick recap. Now let's go ahead and let's add some options to this. So what I'm going to do is go back to that itinerary. I'm going to hit edit. Not on this one. Sorry. I'm going to go back to the booking link and I'm going to hit edit. My bad. Which my group booking link is under files right here. So I am here. And just in case there's nothing under description. So pricing, this is where we're at, and we got packages. So we got all our packages from the bronze to the platinum package, which is a suite. Now we're going to go right here and add options. Add options. So this is the Mariner. I don't know what options we're going to add right now, but I just wanted you guys to show that we can add it just like that. But we need the information, okay? So let's go over here to short excursions. That's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to put in a cruise. I'm going to put in a cruise line right here. And this cruise line is Royal Caribbean. And then I'm going to put in my ship. It's going to be the Mariner of the Seas right here. I'm gonna put in the dates. It's gonna be April the 23rd, 2026. So I put it right there. It is 4 nights. And now I'm gonna hit search and see what short excursions have going along with that itinerary. Now, here's the thing about short excursions. They know when the ship is coming, they know when the ship is leaving, so that the excursions that they're recommending to you do not overlap with your port of call time. Okay, that's the one thing I really do like about them. So here we got on April the 23rd, right here, departing from Galveston. And then you got your Dead Sea, but then here they got your view excursions right here where you can just check out the excursions and look and select and choose what excursions are already on it. It's just that easy. So I'm just, for the sake of training, I am just going to pick the Atlantis submarine. Okay. I always want to do this. I thought it was pretty cool. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to just copy. Sorry, y'all. I'm awake. I'm awake. I am just going to copy Atlantis submarine. Gonna go over here to my Travel Joy. That's gonna be the name of it. I'm gonna paste it. It's already giving me a description, you guys. So I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel. I'm just gonna simply go, okay, close this. Simply go over here to short excursions. I'm gonna click on the full details right here. And here, you know, they have this whole little, you know, blurb right here. Me personally, you can take this. All right. Whoa. Wait a minute. You could take this because you know it's kind of wordy to me. Well, this is where all this lovely what do you call it? Copy and pasting comes from. But for the sake of training, let's see if it's gonna let me do it. Wait a minute. Okay. Now I'm gonna copy. And I love chat, right? So I'm just gonna go over here to chat, throw it in my chat GPT, and I'm gonna tell it to make it shorter for me as a description. Chat GPT is free. So I'm not logged in, so this is the free version. So I'm going to say rewrite. Rewrite. And make sure. Okay, so it's making it shorter. Okay, I'll take this one. This ain't so as wordy. So I'm take the little short version. I'm gonna go over here to my Travel Joy. I'm gonna go ahead and gonna hit paste over here. You can keep the formatting. You know, we talked about formatting again. You can make it pretty later. We saw that it was $120. It was $120. But you see it says note a US daily marine park fee cash only is required the day of the tour. All right. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. If you want, you can let your clients know with this note, there's an $11 marine fee that's going to be in cash. It's going to be a part of it. Or you can add it to your to the price point right here. And you can do the 131 and you can do 120 and you can do a markup of $11. And that will be your markup cash that you can withdraw specifically for you as an agent. This right here is for suppliers. So you can do it separately where you can send them an invoice for $11, which will be you can do it as your markup for the USD Marine Park fee, where they give you the credit card authorization still to you, and you're going to pay on behalf of the client, which is then going to be go towards your funds for your group funds, and then you can take it out and use that as cash or give it to a prepaid cash card. It's up to you. Different ways on how you can do it. But for trying, go ahead.
So if we put the add the $11 in because we have to pay that for the park fee. If we do the credit card authorization here, is there is there a fee credit card fee that would be added, need to be added on to that also?
It's automatically added on by, well, oh, you're right, Marla. That's good. Because the $11 is gonna come with like a convenience fee when they run it through that way as well. Thank you, Marla. That's good. So the fee probably is gonna be $12, but you can always run it through your direct and check it out to see how much the convenience fee is going to be, because you can just put in $11 and you'll see how much they charge for a convenience fee, and then you can add that to it. So you don't have to worry about paying that out of pocket. That was good, Marla. Good, good, good. So the price is 120. I don't do no quantity limit, but the way shore excursions work, you can keep this all out. It's based on how the popularity. So to me, it's like the sooner the better. So I would probably, the dates that you have for your birth, I think we said this would be, we said for the birth was, I forgot, I think we said like, oh my gosh, I forgot what we said. But anyway, we'll just put in a date. We'll say August the 1st, 2025. So like if you want to go ahead, you saw something that you like, you want to put these down here, and you want to still make sure they're available, out this far out they are, but as you get closer, things sell out. So you want to make sure you get everybody's monies like really quickly for the activity, so you can go ahead and pay on it, as they come in. So here you got 120. So this is only be for people that did these options. That's it. Only for the people who did the options. So you can have this availability being to 8/1/2005 or 2025, or you can do it to like sometime next year. It's based off your own, but I will do it in spurts so I can make sure it's still available. All right, so here I'm gonna hit save. Oh, but there's one more thing. It looks a little drab to me. So one more thing I'm gonna add to it. I'm gonna add a picture to it. So you add a picture just like you would do anything else. Like I said, you gotta add, like the like some letters, and then you're gonna highlight it, and then the little window's gonna come up, and you're gonna be able to insert the picture. So I'm gonna go back to Shore Excursions, and I am going to see there we go, the picture that I want to use. I like this picture. I'm gonna save this image, or I can copy this image. I'm gonna copy the image. I'm gonna go over here back to my Travel Joy. You can save it and you can hit the upload button and it will upload. If you want to paste it, you can just hit paste. Keep the formatting, it'll come up the same. You click on the actual picture, just bring it down to 50% if you want to. You can put it in the center, the left, the right, it's totally up to you. Now you can hit save, and now they have an extra option for $120 where they can just do the Atlantis Submarine Adventure. But again, keep in note, if you make it easier, not complicated. So if you don't know how to do what I just said to do, and that's too complicated, then just tell your people, hey, just gonna make sure on a Zoom before you guys should be doing Zooms before your people are leaving. Hey, make sure you got $11 for this cash only for this particular one. And that's only for the people who actually sign up for it. You see, the method is supplier. We're going to use the monthly payment plan. We got our confirmation authorization, and she doesn't have her original terms and conditions. So she's using not IntelliTravel, but Travel Joy's default one, right? So now we're going to hit preview. And this is what we have. We now have the available packages, and then we have an extra option right down here. And this is how you add additional options using anything. Shore Excursion is one thing, and then you can use Viator the same way, and you can use Project Expedition as well to do the exact same thing. They pretty much are very similar, but you just choose the one which ones that's work best for you. All right, so now the time is 9 o'clock at the top of the hour. I'm gonna do something different. I like what everyone's been doing on our Wednesday night training. So I'm going to open it up for Q&A. We're going to talk about based off what we know, build on the things we've been doing, and talk about the new thing we're adding to it. Now, I know that currently Miss Trina Adams is working on her trip right now. I'm gonna get ready and share her trip because she has some questions about her trip. If anyone else have any questions, by all means, raise your hand, come off the mic, and let me know. So Miss Trina, I'm gonna go to yours, and I'm gonna bring your trip up so then you can ask any questions. Share, I think it's over here. Oh, and I gotta publish this. Whatever you do, make sure, you hit publish, so everything that you just updated is updated. It won't, if you go, like, if you click on it and be like, oh, it didn't save, because you don't see your stuff, it's saved on your edit. But if you got your publishing link and you didn't publish it, it's gonna show your old information. So just make sure you hit publish, so the link that you have will always be updated, always. So it doesn't matter if you don't have to recreate another booking link. All right, let's go back to this dashboard and let's go to Miss Tina, switch back to me, back to Tina, Miss Trina Adams. Let's see what you got. All right, Miss Trina, what we going to the Caribbean? Which one?
Okay, we're going to the this is where it got kind of crazy because I've created some stuff and some of it is duplicates, but I did publish the last thing that I put. So we're going to go under Caribbean's family, the third one. Yeah, that one there. I think it's that one
Okay,
there.
okay.
And that may not be, no, yeah, is that it?
And this one you have 5 individuals already.
That's it. Those are folk that have booked so far, yeah.
So let me
So is
go to
that
your
the
group files. So she got her group itinerary over here. Let's check it out, y'all.
I think that's it. No, that's not the right one. See,
Hold on.
and that's what happened, Janae.
Oh.
I just created stuff like I was getting excited. I don't know what was going on, but I was just creating stuff. So I have things in places when I told you that they shouldn't, but I know how to get there. This
Okay.
and I don't know how to, but I've been sharing information. I've been publishing stuff, but it's like where it is. So and I've been in here playing before we even got started with this. So a lot of things that I've done, yeah. So probably those things. What is that one there, Janae? Well,
I'm gonna go to this one. I just said I'll go. I've been to 2 of them already. I just clicked the other ones because I do understand what you're talking about. That's how I was in the beginning. And it's
and I've created stuff, and it's just like I know I did an itinerary, I know I did a booking, I know I did a proposal, but what it was called at that time, but I did get what's under the group booking.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under your group booking now. So let me go under here because this is where your 5 individuals are. So let me go under your group. So you got your group files. And if I'm a betting woman, let's see, I will look for it. But here, let's just look at your group booking page. And here is her group booking page. Is this it right here?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
So
that
she has her cancellation policies, her available packages. Very good. What questions did you have on this? Did you have any questions on this?
No, I don't have any questions on that. I just had a struggle with the pictures because as the other Royal Caribbean was able to give the better pictures, but I had to go search and I wanted a better pictures, but other than that, and then even the information about the rooms and that kind of thing. But I mean, for the purposes of getting something generated, I was good and I had the deposits and going under booking now. Booking now allowed me to go ahead and set up I think the one if you
deposit.
go further.
You were able to set up the deposits for this?
Yes, set up the deposits for that. And I don't know. Am I there? They're looking like I'm on the, and as you go further down, you have the information on the contacts, passport information, and then credit card. This part here, that credit card authorization, based on the package that they're putting in, that's what I was confused about with the dates. And I did that based on increments of looking at the birthing date, looking at when I wanted the final payment to come in. So I'm hoping that that information is okay.
Yeah, so what the computer does is go in and base it off the dates that you put in. And
Okay.
if you say monthly, then guess what? It's gonna do monthly automatically
Okay.
for you. It's gonna break out the payments, equal payments up until the last day that you say you're receiving payments.
Okay.
So you're accepting payments now. So it's past June the 1st, the 2nd or whatever. So now you got July the 2nd. and so forth and so forth. And it's going to adjust it on every time somebody comes in and book. So if somebody comes in August to book, their first payment is probably going to start in September, and it's probably going to be more. That's the system.
Right. Okay. Got it. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So anybody got feedback? What y'all got? I'm talking a lot, so let's help out Miss Trina. What we got? What we got? Feedback, anybody?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
So, on this cruise, so when there's like two people in the room, how would you break that out? Would you separate the package as far as payments for each person, or just do it all together?
Nope, it does all together. So for two people that's in the room, they're gonna hit two travelers. Right here,
Okay.
two travelers. And so it's gonna break out, when they select it, it's gonna break it out what the price is per person for them. It's gonna put it on the same invoice, but it's going to make sure it's gonna also do it separately when you're going through it right here, it's
Uh-huh.
ask you for the traveler's information too, like the person who's staying in the cabin with you.
Okay.
So when you make the deposit, you make a deposit for both, and so it's going to have both of you on both of them on the invoice and have that payment broken down. So that I'm telling you, it makes it easier for you. So you let them know, listen, they're responsible for paying you, and you have to pay. They have to pay you, not they're responsible for paying the person the roommate with. So like roommate 1 and roommate 2. So one of them got to figure out who's going to be the primary. And then the secondary is going to pay the primary, and the primary is going to pay you your total. If you don't do it like this, you're going to find yourself having to split the invoices between the two of them, which is a headache. I'm telling you, you don't want
Wow.
to do it. Don't want to do it.
So we
So
shouldn't do two travelers, well, I had them to do individual.
no, you have them do two travelers. You want them to do two travelers. But what I'm saying is when you do two travelers, it's going to be on one invoice, and it's going to have the payment for it. So like this, if they put two travelers right here, right now, and this is why I say you guys should go through it so you can actually speak on it on the other side, so you can see what that looks like as a consumer. But when they put two people in here, the price is going to be for two people. So that first payment is going to be like $260. Payment number 2 is $260. So like I said, if Joe and Jill are not married, but they're staying in the same room and they're, in the same cabin or whatever, they may not necessarily be a couple. However, somebody needs to establish, Joe, you the primary, Jill is going to pay Joe her money, and Joe is going to make sure that the total is paid here.
Wow. Okay. So I didn't clarify that, and it's not going to be final until Friday because I'm still in the publishing. But I thought that a couple of people I've talked to, they wanted to do their own. They didn't want to be on one invoice with someone else. They wanted, so
Are they rooming together though?
they are, but
Well, I'm telling you,
they selected one traveler. Okay.
so this is you training your clients, because
Okay, cool
they're gonna
beans.
make it worse for you. But if they put one traveler, so this is just gonna tell you, so they got one traveler, so that means they got a profile together, and then the other person got a profile. You're gonna have to merge them together eventually on the invoice, so you can have both of them in the cabin. So you can
Okay,
do
got
it
it.
like that, but you got to remember yourself. You got to remember, when you're doing your checks and balances, okay, you got two different invoices you're going to make that payment for that one cabin. Because when you go on a cruising.org, you're going to be paying by the person, like the primary person of that cabin, not in
Got
the
it.
Make
Got
sense?
it. Got it. Yeah, because and then I'm thinking because I had them all to submit their credit card authorization. So that's where probably what I was thinking with that they were all authorizing their own credit cards in order to take care of payment. Okay.
It can be done like that. It's just going to be a lot of more work for you, Miss Adams.
Okay. Cool beans. I got it. Got it.
It is a lot more work.
Who said that? Go say that.
So I have a
That was
question.
Marla.
What you say, Marla?
It is a lot more work.
Yes, I'm trying to tell you. I learned the hard way.
Okay. Thank you for that. I haven't submitted anything out yet, but yeah. I mean, I'll be hitting it. A few people did, but they were yeah. So
Good.
I got to go back. Okay.
Wait, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Sorry I got in late. I got confused on all these Zooms today. But nevertheless, so scenario, like she said, two different people, let's say it's two sisters in a room, but they both want to use their credit card. right? So they're not. So can you use two separate credit cards to pay the invoice, even though it's one invoice?
Yeah, it's just gonna be more work for you.
Okay.
It's just more work for you to keep up with. You're gonna
Mm.
have, when it comes down to it, you're gonna have to do 2 transactions each time with Royal Caribbean. Does that make sense? Versus more.
Hmm.
So say you got a cruise of 30 people. Oh, now let's keep the numbers low so I can do my small math. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You got a cruise of 10 people.
Hmm.
Let's say 20. So yeah, 20. You got 20 people. That's 10 cabins that you have. When you go on whichever platform you're using for that cruise, you're going to have to make the payment for the cabin, right? So you're going to have to go in and do that initial deposit for that person. Or you call me in and say you're going to have 2 payments for this cabin with credit cards. So that's going to require you to do 2 transactions per cabin versus 1 transaction by coaching your clients to say, hey, I understand that you guys want separate invoice, but that's a little bit too much for me. And it's about 30, 40, 50, 60, because when it starts adding up, it becomes more complicated. And if, to me, I want to do things like I do all things. So if I'm going to start a cruise, I'm thinking big. So I don't want to have to just make adjustments, corrections later. I'm going to already have the system in place, my people trained. So if it blows up to 100, I ain't making 200 different transactions. I'm just making 100 cabin transactions, not for each person, but for each cabin.
So they
So
have to designate who's going to
they
be
have, yes, they have
the
to
other.
designate who the primary, who's your primary, who's the primary sister, Nicola. Say, be like, you the primary sister, Jane? Okay, Julie. Julie, you gonna pay Jane the money, and Jane, you gonna pay. That's between them as far as the trust issue. You just want to do things that's best for you because of your time and the amount of time you have to work smarter and not harder. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. I mean, that's, yeah.
Yeah, it
Nicola,
makes
does
sense.
that answer? Okay.
It does, but
Yeah.
but it can be done either way. But it's
It-
harder. That's not the first option. I got you,
right.
because
No.
somebody's gonna be like, I want to use my own credit card.
Yeah,
So
and that's the problem. That's not the problem, but that's what I've heard. I'm going to
It's
use my
all,
own credit card.
yeah, it's always gonna be like that. But Marla, say it again. Say it again, Marla, because Marla did this the hard way the first time. Say it
Yes, I'm doing it the hard way. It is a lot.
It
And the
is,
other,
Marla. Yeah.
yeah, and the other thing that sometimes happens when you have it that way, you're doing the split up, for at least in my travel joy on occasion, the number may be off of just a tad bit, like,
Mm.
cents, and you're trying to figure out where those cents
on the
go.
card.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So don't be charged for them cents. Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. Does anyone else have any questions about their current, Nicola, you came in late. So this is Miss Trina Adams' trip. We did another one for another advisor that the one we've been doing for the last three weeks. But if you have a current trip right now in Travel Joy that you need help with, and you want me to check it out, I can go to your name and then we can walk through what we just walked through with her.
okay, yes, that'll be great. So it says, it should say Southern Soul Family Reunion,
All right, let me jump down to you,
and
Nicola.
it's
Nicola. And while I'm over here, I'm gonna drop this Travel Joy. Now, if you want Travel Joy, if you don't have Travel Joy already, please put your email inside of the chat, and I am going to add you to the team right now here. Just simply add you to the team. It's going to send you an email. It's going to say join my team, and it's going to walk you through the step process. So that way, if you want me to be able to do like this kind of stuff that we're doing right now, you can be on the team, and it's $15 versus $30. Okay. I will drop this link in here so y'all can go ahead. If you don't even have Travel Joy, it'll at least get you started, and then you can drop your what is it? You can drop your email. Here's the link to sign up for the free trial. And then you can drop your email like Miss Monica did. I'm just going to use Miss Monica real quick. She's going to click on that intro list if she doesn't have Travel Joy already. But if she has Travel Joy already, then all I'm going to do is go over here to the team under settings. And oh, I got to go under my own. So let me just copy and paste this real quick.
So, Janae, if we've already signed up
Mhm.
and we're paying full price, I mean, I did it before we started our class, so is there a possibility that I can get an adjustment of that 50%, or is it, or I'm already in?
You already in by, you're already in. If you were paying it at first, you're not paying it now. You should be paying $15 moving forward.
Okay,
I mean, been in, so.
cool
'cause it-
beans. I've only been in it like, well, a couple of weeks before we started the class, but okay, cool beans.
So here, this is how I look. It's like add a member. I put in Monica's name, Monica, and it's Bailey, Bailey, Monica. Want to make sure I'm right.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and then it just asks me for her email, and then it asks me what account type. I say teammate for $15. This is how you get the $15. There's no commission split, 0%, and then it's paid by you as a team member, and then it's gonna send an invitation to Monica. And so that's how it changes you from if you already got Travel Joy, then it'll help you change over to paying $15. All right, now let's go to Miss Nicola. Miss Nicola. We under Southern Soul Cruise right here, right? Nicola? Hello?
Sorry, my bad. So I got two. One was a trial. Let me see. Yes, this says, so the one that says Southern Soul Voyager. Use the other one. Yeah, use that one. I think that's the right one.
Okay, Voyager. All right. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna check out her group files, see what she got going on. Over here, family reunion with Southern Soul. We're gonna preview it real quick. What's your question?
Oh Lord, what? Okay, so first question is when I'm setting up the payment options, can this be a landing page? That's my first question.
Yep, this is a landing page.
So meaning this will have a link and I don't have to get a website for them to purchase the.
No. So here, so you're missing one. You got half of it, but you don't got the other part of it. So here, let's do this real quick. I got 12 minutes. I can do it. All right. All right, Nicola, let's work
Okay.
it. I'm gonna add you as a primary traveler. Let's see, Nicola Gipp, boom, MB Wellness. We creating her trip within here. And we're gonna hit create trip. All right.
Okay.
So where you use yourself when you're doing it this way, where you're doing the proposal as you're using it as your landing page, and then you're using your booking link for them to click on it through that landing page, then you use yourself as a traveler, and then you're going to go underneath your name and you're going to hit create, and you're going to hit create proposal.
Okay.
So here, this one, you can do, so on here, it asks you two things. It's, I don't want to do proposal. I want to do itinerary. I'm sorry. Create, nope. Yeah, invoice proposal. Let's see if we can do smart proposal, but I don't want to do smart itinerary. There we go. Itinerary. So this is the landing page that you want people to come to first to look at the information about your trip, right?
Right.
And then they can use this to actually click the booking link to where it goes directly to where they can select the packages, correct?
Oh, okay. So
So-
and the booking link is gonna be on this page.
On this page. So watch this. Let's 919. All right, let's go add a item. We're about to add this cruise. Give me the cruise information. What we got? What's the Royal Caribbean?
No, Carnival Cruise, Conquest. Quest. What the shucks. Conquest is the ship.
Conquest is the ship. What's the dates?
June 19th, 2026. June 19th through the 21st.
June 19th.
I think it is.
All right. Now, okay, so this is what it came up. Departs Miami,
Yeah, that's correct.
Friday, June 19th, returns on Monday, June 22nd.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So do you want kids and teens on here?
Yes.
Okay, so kids and teens. I usually take deck plans out. You can add it if you want to, but there's too much information. So we got this. We're gonna do accommodations. What accommodations do you have? As far as the suites, like which ones did you choose?
I chose
Like-
interior, a balcony, ocean view, and interior.
Okay, so interior. And these are, when you do this drop down box list, these are the cabins for this particular ship, okay?
Okay.
You guys, so if you only have a set amount that you're doing, that's fine. You just want to be able to show it here. So we got interior, we got an ocean view. Let's see, this is where you really want to be careful because are you not obstructed ocean views, right?
No.
All right, so we'll do scenic ocean view. What they can have, they can see. So make sure your price point is what we selected, but literally when we went through it, the rooms are similar. It's just giving them an idea. Okay, and then you said balcony.
Yes, balcony.
Okay, so
They gave me the category, so I could literally, if they told me what like B4 or whatever, I could actually go and pick all those exact ones, right?
Yep, exactly. You
Gotcha.
have to know what the category is, and I always say use your cruising, using teletravel cruising or whatever. Use the thing that you're saying because they only do it by the name here. See the name?
Gotcha.
And so if you like had a junior suite, the junior suite versus the ocean suite, but on the cruise line it's going to have the category.
Okay.
Name. So here it only has the category. So just make sure you select the right categories.
Okay.
All right, so we got interior, scenic, balcony, and we're going to add this to our itinerary. It is now 9:22. We started at 9:19. Let's preview this itinerary and see what the AI has done for us. See, Nicola? It goes ahead, information in for you. It tells them about the Carnival ship. It gives them, the information as far as the departure time. It then goes in and tells them about what the balcony is as well. It does share with them about the lodging. Most of the time it has pictures and sometimes it don't, don't worry. That's why you got pictures on your booking page to kind of show them what it looks like. So even if no pictures come up here, you got pictures on your other one. Then it talks about the dining. It has all the restaurants that are on that particular ship. So they'll already know. And it gives them tips for that as well. So they'll have that too. So they can already know what they want to eat, if they want to do a la carte, whatever. The entertainment is also there for you, as well as not only the information about the children too. All right. So it does it automatically for you and it's done. And then it goes into the actual itinerary right here.
And what did you click?
So, girl, you're gonna have to look at the
Okay. I'm like, how did you down? Okay, gotcha.
So this one right here is really on which one we do? The first one, y'all?
The first one.
Yeah, this one is recorded on the first one. So you can go through the first one. I really went slow on that one. But this is actually done for you already in yours. So now I'm gonna just all you have to do is you're gonna have to put, like what you want, your verbiage or something right there.
Okay.
And then now I'm gonna add a section to your thing called payment down here. I'm gonna change this title. I'm gonna put payment.
Okay.
And it's 9:24. Got 6 minutes to finish this. All right. So payment right here. And then we're gonna add an item under that payment. And it's gonna be I for general. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to your booking link. This automatically saved for me. So we want to add this booking link to it, but this ain't yours, this is another person. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go to your booking link. And again, this is just a way. It's not the way. You can do it multiple ways, but this is just the way I find it really easier to do. So we're going into Southern Soul Voyage right here, your group files. This is where you had your actual book. So I am going to hit these 3 buttons.
Okay.
And it's going to say view booking page. If you would have had it, if you would have had this published, I could have just got the booking link, but you don't have it published. So let's go in here and edit it real quick. The time now is 9:25, you guys. So I am going to delete this part for you because this is already done. See, you were doing all this work.
I did.
And this is already done. I'm sorry.
But well, okay.
I'm not gonna delete it like I'm gonna copy and paste this.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something. Don't pay attention to what I'm about to do right here.
Okay.
Just close your eyes. I'm making a duplicate so I can play with it and fix it the way. And then Just know you're gonna have two, one that
Okay.
one that you did, okay? So
Okay.
I'm gonna put a duplicate in there and I'm gonna still call it Southern Stowe Voyager. And we're gonna change this to supplier payment right here because that's what it's supposed to be. And we're gonna hit continue. And you see what that group booking page is the one that I did. And then the family reunion is the one that you did. You should be doing it in supplier. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix this up for you. And I'm gonna show you what it should look like. And then you can just make any adjustments and corrections on it. The time
Gotcha.
now, you guys, 9:26. I'm gonna tell y'all, it don't take long. We started this at 9:19, right? And remember, we've been doing this for over 3 weeks, but now this gives me an opportunity to tell y'all how quickly, when you got the information, how quickly you can still finish all of this.
Yeah, it took me longer than that. And that's when my stuff is all over the place, Janae, but I know where to find it, so I just gotta
And you know,
get
Miss
it.
C, you can always get on a one-on-one with me, so we can just not.
Yeah,
Like,
I think I need that in my life right about now because I want to be able to go find stuff when I need it and not just be trying to search. So
uh-huh.
yeah,
So
that'll work.
we'll square you away. Okay, so Nicola, so now we took off all that information. So now your available packages actually start here. You see that?
Gotcha.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and publish this just for the sake to show for training purposes.
Okay.
If I hadn't looked at the rest of it, but this is just for training purposes, and it gives me a link. You see the link it gives?
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm gonna copy this link, hit OK, and now I'm gonna go underneath your name because that's where we created the what? Itinerary. See the itinerary right here?
Yep. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna click on the itinerary, and I am going to go down to that section where we name payment, right?
Right.
Here, and I'm gonna go into my description. You see where it says link? I'm gonna click this link, and I'm just gonna copy and paste the link that Travel Joy just gave me, but I want to fix it. I want to put the text to say, click here to book now. And now I'm going to put it in a link and I'm going to hit save.
Hmm.
And so now I'm getting rid of this one because that was a mistake. The time now is 9:28. I'm going to hit preview. So you can see how it works. I also put, Nicola, like under this verbiage, right above my, whatever I put in the verbiage, right above my name, I also put the click to book link. So they got it in the beginning and they have it in the end. So now I'm gonna go down to payment right here. And they can click right here and it's gonna take them to the booking link. Y'all see that?
That's awesome. Yeah, that looks
Added
awesome.
Nicola. Nicola. 9:29. If you are talking, you are on mute. Get rid of this. I don't like this. All right, you guys, it is 9:28 or 9:29. We are wrapping this up. Let me just fix my green is getting in the way. Remember, y'all don't have to you don't have to, don't make it pretty right now. You can just
Janae, I could always set up a one-on-one with you. I wanted to look at something else in mind to see because I've set up where I've people have started booking, but the invoices and that piece right there and how that works once I start moving payments or whatever. But I'll work with you one-on-one with
okay.
that.
All right. Hey there, Jay. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna drop my booking link in here as well. So if you do not have my booking link, go ahead and put in the chat. I'm gonna drop it in the chat so you can do the one-on-one. And it's 9:30. We have we have the the thing that's going on right now. There is a opportunity that's going on right now to start at 9 o'clock. So if you have guests on there, now it gives you enough time to follow up with them. Okay, let me see. Where's my booking link? Oh, goodness. Notes. Oh, goodness, notes. Notes right here. And booking. right? So the booking link is coming right now. I'm putting it in the Zoom chat. All right, there we go. Boop, boop, boop. It is now there. I will put it down again for Nicola. Boop, put it there. Okay, so Nicola, I'm dropping my you can book me link in there. This is where you can do one-on-one as well. So anybody
Thank you.
needs my link, y'all can do one-on-one. We're gonna wrap this up because it's 9:31. Again, y'all can catch the replay, the streaming on Ultimate Sky Travel on the YouTube. I usually try to attempt to remember, or somebody remind me to send out the link as a reminder so you can watch the recording. All right, next week I will not be, I gotta check. Okay, next week I'm traveling. Okay, so I have to see what time it is in the country that I'm going to be in. If I'm not going to be where it's like in the AM in a crazy type of a time zone or whatever, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do part 4 of Travel Joy and Cruises. I'm gonna pre-record it so y'all could only have access to it on the YouTube. Does that make sense? And then you can just have it on the YouTube, and I'll just drop that link for you guys. But next week, what we're gonna do is focus on how to add task lists, automation task lists to your
Mhm.
specifically for cruises. Y'all know how it works. People need all the information on what not to bring to a cruise. Hello, right? So you can get the okay, Marquita, feel better. You can get that information. We'll send that out, like learn how to have that automation for you to send out an email. We'll already pre-populate it up, make a template, and it'll go out at a certain time. So that's just one less thing. And I'm not a cruiser, so this is where I'm gonna need y'all feedback to be like, okay, we need to remind them about what not to bring. We need to remind them the packing list of what to bring. And then my girl Jay, she did so beautifully of letting everybody know you can have an Amazon account and you can actually connect your Amazon account to this email. And when they click on those things that you recommend, you can also get money from Amazon from it, okay? I'm not gonna go into much detail because it's gonna be a different training, and we can follow up on that training to be more specific, as well as another additional stream of income that you can make as a travel advisor on the trip that you're making through Amazon. We can do that by itself, but in interim, we're just gonna focus on adding task lists to the information. And then if Miss Trina and Miss Adams, Miss Trina, if Miss Trina and Miss Nicola get on a one-on-one, I will even record their sections as well as a part of the Q&A, so you can see how that works. Again, it still be recorded, okay? All right, y'all have a good night.